Go Ranga, go Ranga, go Ranga, Nityananda, go Ranga, go Ranga, go Ranga, go Ranga, Nityananda, go Ranga, go Ranga, go go Ranga, go Ranga, Nityananda, go Ranga. Go Ranga, Nityananda, go Ranga. Good morning, everybody. Let's let a few people know we're live. Go Ranga, Nityananda, go Ranga. 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Good morning. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jesus Srila Prabhupada, Jesus Srila Prabhupada, Jesus Srila Prabhupada, Jesus Srila Prabhupada. Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga 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 River, there she is. Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Woo. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Nityananda 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda 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 Shri Advaita Shri Advaita Shri Advaita Nityananda Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vinda Gaura Bhakta Vinda Gaura Bhakta Vinda Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So, what kind of mischief can we get into today? Sri Krishna Chaitanya. What is this? What do I have up here? Yes, okay. Adi Lila, chapter 7. Text number. Text number 4. Adi Lila, Chaitanya Charitamrita, text number 4. These 5 tattvas incarnate with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and thus the Lord executes his Sankirtan movement with great pleasure. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.5.32. In this age of Kali, people who are endowed with sufficient intelligence will worship the Lord, who is accompanied by his associates by performance of Sankirtan Yajna. We got to do some kind of sacrifice. That's our nature. Our nature is to sacrifice for the Lord. This is what jivas do, man. Sacrifice our time, sacrifice in our service, to the Lord. And somehow, if we do it in the modes of nature, it's a sacrifice. We're forced to sacrifice. We're forced to work, because we got these modes, pushing us. See, we're forced to do this sacrifice of working hard. When the fall, it's interesting with the Bible, the fall of man, when in the Garden of Eden, we're in this place, where that place we're in, that they were in, we're in. That's where many of us are in. We're in that Garden of Eden here. This is it, man. Welcome to the Garden of Eden. It's where the most popular sahajas on the internet are. Garden of Eden is this kind of worship, man. See, this is what they were worshiping the Lord with loving ecstasy. See? That nice relationship and everything. Then that doggone snake came along, it spoiled the fun. Yeah. See, they started listening to the snake. See, it's always the word, man. It's always the word that lifts you up or takes you down. Isn't that interesting? If people knew this, who knows that? The demons know that. Well, they don't know how to take up because they're twisted intelligence, but they know how to take people down, man. Oh, man, mainstream media, man, they're bumping it with the word. That's their God. You know how you know whose God is your God? You look around and say, "Oh, I see the mess. People with the mess. The demons are their God." See, because the demons are telling you to do something unhealthy. See, if you read Bhagavad Gita, you can learn everything, most everything, confidential knowledge. The demons, their quality is they do what shouldn't be done as to be done. So now you can look around. Okay, who's telling people to do what shouldn't be done to be done? If you have any godly intelligence at all, the Lord will show you that. Even if you're a non devotee, there are a lot of non devotees. What we would classify as a non devotee, even though in the bigger picture, everybody is a devotee. But in the, like, are you a devotee of the spiritual potency? That's what people should ask. But they don't know to ask that. But you come here and we'll get you thinking. We give out brains here. You'll be able to think straight. See, a devotee, according to the to understand things as they are from the Bhagavatam explanation of the highest truth. The highest truth is Shuddha Bhakti. The highest truth is this ecstasy and bliss you see here every day that we're in by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. That should be where everybody in ISKCON should be, is with around devotees like that. Well, you probably have to come here because I haven't seen it anywhere else. They're all putting on shows. Everywhere I've been, big show, walking around the stage like Jesus said. They prance around the stage looking for the high seats. You get it more clear picture in Vaishnavism what that's all about. Oh, my Guru Dev is so great. What's so great about him? I don't know. He's sitting on the high seat. They all say he is. What is the difference between that mentality and that? Oh, Fauci, you're so great. Oh, go, Bill Gates, you're so great. Why are they so great? Well, they're sitting on the high seat. They got a lot of money, a lot of buildings, whatever, So there's something material puts them, in the esteem of people in illusion. But does Gaur Hari Das teach that? No. Because the Bhagavatam doesn't teach that. You come here, you're listening to the Bhagavatam for the first time. I've heard it all. Look at Johan, man. Yeah, he says, I've been 25 years, man, chanting like a cow and reading the Bhagavatam and not understanding it very clearly. And then he comes here and all of a sudden now he loves the word. The word gives him life. Chanting gives him life, happiness, everything is in there. He's in the garden. Lalita's in the garden. Hey, River, she's in the garden. Sometimes she steps out for a break. Less and less nowadays. So that's a sacrifice. We're here to sacrifice. See? And so this kind of sacrifice is the Sankirtan movement. It's meant to be transcendental sacrifice. Meant to be an ecstatic sacrifice. But you have to come in the real line. You have to get the real bhakti potency to do that. Otherwise, you can say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, but are you in the mood of Vrindavan worshiping the Lord in ecstasy? Well, probably not, because you got to get the mercy of Lord Caitanya to do that. And to go directly to Lord Chaitanya, you probably won't get it unless you got it in a past life from a Vaishnava. Or if you happen to be there at the time when Lord Chaitanya was here and he was acting like a Vaishnava, yeah, acting like a Vaishnava, then you could get it that way. That's why he came as a Vaishnava. He came to teach by example how it is that we can worship God on that platform, this Shuddha Bhakti platform, being back in the Garden of Eden in this blissful, ecstatic state. See, and then when we started, we listened to the word of the snake. See, you got to listen. What are these stories telling us? Are they just stories that you don't understand? Well, that's what it is for most people. That's what it is for most gurus. Okay, you know what? Stop that because you're disturbing my flow. If you do that, I'm knocking you off, man. Don't do this anymore. That's enough. Make a occasional public comment over there, but not here. Thank you. Yeah, listening to the snake. So they listened to the snake, and the snake said basically, imitate God. You are gods. You can become God now. See, so just eat the apple, which was the tree from the tree of good and evil. See, eat from the knowledge of the tree of good and evil. See, and that's what they teach in the world. Okay, I've had it with you. You're gone, man. Just go, man. Just this thing. Yeah, Karuna. Both of you guys need to go look up codependency and look up that stuff because that's what you got. And at least on a psychological level, try to deal with your issues. That means you want, like this is what's going on. You want extra attention. See, you want attention, and you get it in a negative way, and it's not right. It's just a disturbance here. So if start knowing what your conditioning is, it's might be helpful for you. Um, okay, let's see. How do I get him off here? Let's see. Okay, get him off. Remove guest. Okay. They still always, Okay, where was I? Yeah, okay, I'm going to read the verse again. In this age of Kali, people who are endowed with sufficient intelligence will worship the Lord, who is accompanied by his associates by performance of the Sankirtan Yagna. Uh, hmm, see? So chanting the holy name in ecstasy, and you get that in the real line. Okay, so we got to get him off again. See, it's just, it's amazing to me. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. I told you, you don't respect even. How can you say that I'm your guru and teacher if you don't respect, the what I'm doing and what I'm saying and also like what I say, stay off, and he keeps coming on. I mean, it's ridiculous. Do I have to block the guy again? I don't know what's wrong with this guy. Yeah. Ah. Okay, my mood's kind of spoiled. Let's chant a little bit for a while, maybe get back on track or something. See, Srimad Bhagavatam is greatly pleasing to hear in a society of devotees. But you get one person in there spoiling it like that. See, the problem is he thinks he's on the same platform and he's not. And that's the whole problem. If he would just get it, he needs the mercy because otherwise it's a disturbance. You know? Okay. That's why Lord Chaitanya locked the door. He locked the door from people like that, that are on another platform. They just can't get it. And they relate to you on that platform. They try to bring you down to their level, which is, see, this is a delicate thing. We're here, you know, in a society of people on the same page, but then they got these that are out of sync. It's like a guitar string, that's not tuned, and then it just spoils the whole thing. Lord Chaitanya, says, I don't want anybody in here like that'll spoil our Sankirtan. And basically that's it. I mean, I'm out of the mood now. I have to, hopefully get back in there. I didn't want to get in a chastising mood, wasn't into that. Hare Krishna. So let the music play for a while. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Yeah, I'm out of the mood, so I'm gonna. I'm just gonna have to come back in a couple hours or something and relax. I'm just gonna clear the space of Karuna now. I'm not. He's not gonna be in this area. You can deal with him there, River, and help him. But I'm not gonna have this again. It's just too. I mean, it's like I lose my life from that, allowing that in. I don't want to do that anymore. So until he really, is, like comes, like I watch even how he deals on the Lita's classes, and it's just not, you know, it's not nice, and I've had enough. Okay, so I'm going to clear the space, and I'll be back in a little bit. And, you know, yeah. What can I say? Hare Krishna.